Hi there, this is Christopher Panaretos, author of the Languages book series on Amazon. And in this video, I'm going to be discussing things in Portuguese. So Portuguese things have three different characteristics. They have gender, they have count, and they have definiteness. For gender, there's two options, masculine or feminine. For count, there's also two options, singular or plural. And for definiteness, there's again two options, and that's going to be indefinite or definite. Not all of these three things affect the spelling, so only gender and count affect the spelling of Portuguese things. And you can find the proper spelling of a Portuguese thing in its spelling table. So let's look at a couple examples of Portuguese things and some sentences. So I'm going to go down to the things section. So let's take, for example, this sentence here. We have the sentence, the child plays outside in English. And we're going to try to figure out the proper translation for the Portuguese word for child. So what we want to do is we want to start out by finding the three features of this Portuguese thing, child. And the first thing is going to be gender, the second thing is going to be count, and the third thing is going to be definiteness. So we don't know the gender offhand. It's hard to predict sometimes the gender of a thing in Portuguese. What you can do is look up the, the the Portuguese thing. If you have the word, go to this website Wiktionary, which is like an online dictionary. You type in the word, and then hopefully it pops up the word with a page and the language that you're interested in. For example, here we have the Portuguese page, and here it's listed as a noun. And next to the base spelling here, we have this letter F, which indicates the gender, which is feminine. So you have to look up the gender. It's really hard to guess what gender some words are. So basically, you just need to go to a Wiktionary and look it up. For the count, we know from the English translation that child is singular, so we can say in Portuguese that it should be singular also. And then also in the English version, we have the definite article the, so we know that this thing is going to be definite. So in terms of finding the proper spelling, um, you can go to the Wiktionary page also, and here it lists the base spelling, and then here it says plural, and then there's a different spelling. So these are two different possible spellings for this word. Just like in English, we have child, but also children, which is the plural form. So here I made this spelling table for this particular word, criança. I have the gender here, but the gender does not affect the spelling. Only the count affects the spelling in this case. And so here we have the singular spelling, which is criança, and then the plural spelling, which is crianças. And so to find the proper spelling of this particular word child in this sentence, you only need the count, which is singular, and this is the singular spelling right here. Let me show a different example where the gender um, can matter. I don't know if I have any examples in this book, actually. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. But we can do another example here. So, for example, if we have the sentence, we have two forks and two knives. If I imagine that I want to translate this word forks into Portuguese, I can look up the spelling for fork in, let's say, Google Translate. And then once I have that base spelling, I can go to Wiktionary and type it into Wiktionary. And if I type in garfo, it pulls up a page for a Portuguese word, and it's listed as a noun. And here it's listed as a masculine gender noun. So that's how you can find the gender for the word garfo. From the English translation, forks, we know that forks is plural. So we have the count being plural. And then there's no definite article here, so this is going to be an indefinite target thing. And then in the spelling table, here again, the gender does not affect the spelling in this particular instance. For some words, it will. For this one, it just happens not to. So only the count affects the spelling. So here we have the singular spelling and the plural spelling. And because we have plural forks, our Portuguese version is also going to be the plural spelling, which would be garfos. Um, so that's it. That's a brief overview of Portuguese things. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.